Hey crew, it's Pitt, and I'm back with a little something different. It is not often that I do something like this, but every once in a while it is necessary to remind people of who I am and what I do here. Because I'm not doing the normal thing. I could very well sit here and choose the popular songs and go along with them, and nobody would have a problem with it. I could ooh and ah and make all of the funny faces and suck all of the penises and do all of the things and blow all of the smoke up people's anuses that they want. But that is not what I am here for. I'm here for a different reason. I've got a different purpose in life. And my purpose in life is to correct the tribe's ethics. That is one of the things that I was designed and placed here on earth to do. And if that hurts your feelings, you're on the wrong damn channel. I could do the whole fake apology thing, but I'm not going to. We're going to talk about an issue because what I do here is I look at things a little bit fucking differently. The things that I see and the things that you see are probably not the same thing. I look at things through the eyes of God. And that doesn't mean that I am somebody out here telling you that you can never take a drink. And I'm never out here telling you that you are beating yourself up with sin. But if I see some bullshit, I'm going to call bullshit. I'm going to wave that flag just as fast as I can. And I'm going to correct the ethics because I quit listening to music for a whole damn decade. I don't watch movies. I don't watch TV. All of the things that most people are concerned with, I'm not. I find it absolutely detestable every time I walk in there and somebody's watching the TV because I'm the only one that doesn't, right? But when they walk in, I walk in there and there's some bullshit on the TV, I hate it. I hate it because the TV brainwashes you. The music that you listen to brainwashes you. The videos that you choose to watch brainwash you. Now my crew's on a different path. We are rising above. We are on the path to win. But in order to win, you can't tolerate the bullshit. You have to not be afraid to call out the bullshit. I've done that. I believe that I have a track record. If somebody's dealing with positive stuff, then we talk about how they're doing the right thing. And if they're talking about negative stuff, we talk about how it's doing the wrong thing. And some of y'all are probably wondering by now, Pitt, what has got you so spun up? And it's not even really that I'm spun up. It's a reiteration. It is a mission statement of fact. Around here, we do things differently. We stand on ethics and morals around here. It's okay to take a drink. It's okay to get in a fist fight. It's okay to have fun. Perfectly fine. It is not, however, okay to go rogue. It is not okay to be the one guy out there doing the one thing, thinking that you're correct. Now, Shannon, you just kind of got caught in this. I got 3 comments on this video from Hardy. That's not much, right? It's not a big deal. But you can see them. One of them was, go check out this other video. Now, I'm always 100% appreciative for my crew recommending stuff for me. Even if I can't cover it. I did that song. It's up. But I'm very careful about what I allow on this channel. And if it's going to be on this channel, we are going to talk about the actual issues that are involved in it. I did the Hardy, wait in the truck. And I knew going in, before I cut that, I knew it was going to be a problem. Because I hold different morals than you, right? And by you, I don't mean you in particular. I mean the people. Because the people out there are fucking terrible. They are. They're out there, they're worshiping Satan, and they are doing the wrong thing all the time. This song, in particular, was a man doing the wrong thing all the way through it. I explained that. I believe I fairly well put it out. And yet I knew that there would be hate. But I'm going to use that hate because this is a chance to talk about it. It is never okay to just idly take law into your own hands, to insert yourself in a situation that you have no clue about, and to decide to be the judge and the jury, right? And this first comment, it's not that bad, right? I replied somewhat respectfully. She said, if she had started it, she probably would not be out in a thunderstorm. Okay, whatever. She could have gone to the police before and they failed her. You don't know that, and neither did the guy in the fucking truck. He doesn't know that. He doesn't know the fucking city. He's driving through. He has no clue about any of these people. He has no clue what is going on. And that was my point. My point was, this man driving down the road sees something, assumes something, kicks in a door and blows somebody's brains out. That is a problem. And I don't care if that's your fantasy. We're getting to that. This is a small town, and the significant other could be a former high school football hero and friends with the cops. Well, let's pull that out of our ass. Let's just pull that like a football helmet. Just slap out the ass. It's go when it comes out because it's so fucking big. You just assumed the size of the world. You don't know nothing about that man. He could be a football player. Yeah, absolutely. He could be law enforcement. That is true. He could be intimately involved in every level of small town politics. That is true. But the man in the truck didn't know that. He didn't ask that. He assumed what happened. He didn't ask a question and was proud of that shit. He didn't know what was going on and he was proud of that shit. He shot a man in his own home and he was proud of that shit. Now, flip it, kick it, reverse it. Think about it if it was you. Think about it if it was you and you didn't do the thing. Think about it if it was you and you did get assaulted by the woman and you managed to kick her out of the house and she's running down the road. And somebody just sees her and assumes something and kicks your door in and blows your brains out. Is that still okay? Maybe she's bloody. Maybe she's beaten. You still don't know what happened. You assume. And that's a problem. And that's a problem with your moral fiber. It is not a problem with my moral fiber. My response is call the cops. Protect the woman. By all means, put her in your truck and protect her. Don't let her get hurt anymore. But there ain't no reason to go kick anybody's door in. Call the cops. And if the cops don't handle it, call the sheriff. And if the sheriff don't handle it, call the state police. And if they don't handle it, call the fucking FBI. That's not your wife. That's not your sister. You know nothing about her, but you assume. So now let's get into this second comment. Right? My comment back to her was, my point was that he knew nothing. And that is my point. He knew nothing about the situation and is proud of that in the song. He wanted to be the Billy Bad Butt, right? He did the wrong thing. But I knew people would intentionally misunderstand that. I would have been fine leaving it at that. But this next one's what really got me spun up. Because this dude right here, Mr. Cityman 1910. Come on, man, it's just a song. It's not real. It's not a lesson on how this could or should be handled in real life. It's fiction, like movies. The listener enjoys hearing a fantasy story about a woman who was obviously beaten and maybe worse. And some vigilante comes along and gets revenge. Taking it so literally as to say she should have called the police takes the fun out of the fiction of the song. Why lecture a fake song about how they should behave in real life seems silly. Sit back and enjoy a story about a man doing something every man wishes he could do. To suggest that real life people will hear this song and then go murder people is like saying video game players will go kill people in real life. I know some liberal gun control people who believe that, but most people know it's BS. To say that if he had called the cops, they would have taken care of it suggests that you've never had a woman in your life who was stalked or abused. Cops rarely take care of it, and even if they do, he'd be locked up for a few days and out. Anyway, it seems like you are taking a fun, fantasy song way too serious and trying to suggest it's a real-life lesson for people. This song won't result in people murdering women beaters. It's just a nice thing to imagine, not do. But we can have different opinions and get along. You said you did this for discussion, so that's mine. Sometimes, often, you can't resolve anything in comments. Comments do not invoke the tone and the timbre of what's being said. So I like video responses. Right? I wish that YouTube would bring back the video response so we could have a dialogue like they have on TikTok, because that's why TikTok's so popular. It's got a dialogue. You can talk back and forth. You can hash out ideas. And let me tell you, my idea is this. You, sir, are morally deficient. You have no ethics, and you stand for nothing. Now, I say that because I'm a dude that kicked in the doors. I'm the dude that fucked people up. Now, you can choose not to believe that. You can believe that I'm just some random internet fella. I'm just some weird guy who's out here trying to tell people that you're doing the wrong thing for no fucking reason other than to just stop having fun. Well, I'm here to tell you that not every man fantasizes about killing somebody. That's true. Did you know that? I have no fantasies about killing somebody. I hope to God that that never happens. The weight of someone else's life on your hands is a horrible thing. Trust me on that. Pray that you never have to take anybody's life. Pray that you never see that light fucking leave their eyes. Pray that you never see that every day when you go to sleep. Pray that you never get into a situation where you think it's okay to go kick down a stranger's door behind some shit that you don't know about. Yeah, it's a fantasy. It's your fantasy, but it's not every man's fantasies. And if it is, I want to correct that because it is a morally deficient fucking fantasy. You want to protect a woman that you know, I am with it. If you know the situation, I am with it. If the law has failed, I am with it. But if you don't know the situation and you involve yourself in it, I hope you wind up on the wrong side of it. I hope you wind up with the ventilation. I hope you kick that door in and catch that 12 gauge right to the fucking teeth. I hope somebody blows the backside of your head across the backside of the next trailer. I hope that you learn the lesson that this is unacceptable even in fantasy. This guy's the bad guy. And you can make the fantasy that he is not all you want. You can play yourself up to be some hero, to go kick a door in the middle of the night for some shit that you don't know and act like you're the fucking hero. But you are not the fucking hero. The hero is the guy who follows the law. And it took me a long time to get there. It took me a long time to see that. And when I saw it, I realized that all the fucking movies out there are teaching your dumb ass this stupid shit. All the movies out there are telling you that it is okay to go and do this kind of thing, and it's not. If the law fails you and you have no recourse, then I am with it. I really am. I believe that the law should have the chance first. That's what this country is founded on. The rule of law. Guilty until proven, or innocent until proven guilty, right? You're not assumed to be guilty. There is a reason that we have due process. There is a reason why the steps have to be taken, because false allegations do happen, despite what everybody would like to have you think. People's lives are ruined behind false allegations. People kill themselves behind false allegations. People can't get jobs because they were falsely accused. People live their entire life fighting off the memory of a false allegation. I know people, many, not just one, not just many people with false allegations. To run in there like you know what's going on is stupid. It is beyond stupid. It is morally reprehensible. If you would have caught him in the act and you wanted to break him apart, that's one thing. But you don't know. The man in the song told you himself that he did not know. And he didn't care. It was his fantasy to go in and kill somebody. It's your fantasy to go in and kill somebody, and that's not cool. This wild lecture of fake song, like they should behave. Sit back and enjoy a story about doing something every man wishes he could do. To suggest this is to say that people that play video games, there's a story about a slippery slope. And I remember hearing that story 20 years ago. I remember hearing that changing certain laws was going to lead to a very, very bad place. And I laughed at that shit. Right? I'm a pastor. And you may not believe that because I cuss a lot. But I'm not your average, ordinary, everyday pastor. And I have performed same-sex marriages because I don't care what you do with your personal life. But that slippery slope wound up being a fucking cliff. We are falling into biology confusion. We are falling into hate speech laws. We are falling into some very big problems. And the slope is so slippery that there is no purchase left. And it is because of things like this song. It is because of things like Game of Thrones. It is because of things like the Vampire Diaries and all of the bullshit. It's like ER is fucking y'all up. Just as something as simple as a network television show is so packed full of propaganda that it is ridiculous. But it has no effect on real life. Nothing's going to change. Nobody really going to do this bullshit. Look where we were in 1995. And then look where we are right now. And tell me that there was no slippery slope. Tell me that there are no consequences to the degradation of the morals that we have in this country. Tell me that. Tell me that with a straight face, that our morals have not been compromised in this country, that we are not killing random innocent children. Tell me that. Tell me that we have not decided that killing children is birth control. Tell me that. Tell me that we have not decided that burning down a city is okay when you're not happy with something. Tell me that. Tell me that it's not a slippery fucking slope. And I'm going to tell you the reason I am on this channel. The whole reason we do this is to set a moral example. And you may not like my cussing. I don't care. Cussing's not the moral issue here. Killing people is. I'm spun up. I don't get spun up. Right? And I'm not mad. I'm indignant. I don't understand how you can have the gumption to come on this. Like, you didn't have to comment on my channel. You could have been blessed elsewhere. You can block me. I'm fine with that. I'm probably going to lose people because I don't go in on the crew often. But when I do, I tend to lose some people. This is my second one, right? This is the second time I've done this. I stand. That's what I do. I stand. I stand until I die. I stand where God puts me. And God put me on this. This is not the first song that I have corrected the morals on. It will not, absolutely will not, be the last. I don't get down with drinking too much. I don't get down with doing stupid things. I don't get down with drug abuse. I don't get down with telling people that they have mental disabilities that they are choosing, that they can't get away from. I don't get down with telling people to blindly listen to authority. But our rule of law is there for a reason. There is a reason that we have a country, and it is because of the rules of law. It is because we decided as a country that we were going to do this, that we were going to let law take the course. We were going to assume that people were innocent until they were proven guilty in the court of law. And you want to talk about a slippery slope? Let's talk about a slippery slope. Because the attitude in this song is the whole reason why an ex-president is being facetiously charged with 91 counts of nothing. Guilty until proven innocent. It is because of songs like this. It is because of the television and movies that we allow to rule our fantasies. There is a reason why I discern which songs I put on here. I chose to let this song through. This is not the first time it was requested. The first couple of times I didn't do it. I didn't because of this. Because I have no choice. I don't have a choice whether I tell you what the morality in this is, what the ethics of the situation are. That is what I am literally responsible for. That's how my stack is built. That is what God has been shaping and honing me for the last couple of years. Do you think I'm going to stop because you made a comment that was this silly? That you decided to get out of here and tell people that your fantasy is killing people? Do you think that's going to stop me? That's going to change my morals or make the ethics of the situation go away? Do you think it is better? Do you think it is better that I don't do the video and people just get to fantasize about killing people? Do you think that? Do you really? You might want to check out the Infinite Integrations playlist and learn how to get that anger under control and to get some better fantasies. Because not everybody fantasizes about killing somebody. And if you do, you're dumb. I don't say that lightly. I hardly ever talk about people in a personal nature. And I'm not really even hitting this guy. It is the idea behind this guy that I have a problem with. 110% a problem with. And if you've got a problem with that, block this channel. Don't come back. hit the little button like there. You can go in and you can say, do not recommend. Do that. Take me out of your rotation. Because here on this channel, on Pitt's Take, we gonna stand, baby. We gonna stand till the end. I have shot myself in the foot behind some trivial ass shit. Check that video out. I stand on shit around here. It's the only thing I do. I do it well. I don't normally go off like this. Y'all know that. My crew knows that. But every once in a while, y'all got to remind a motherfucker who you are. I'm reminding y'all. Pittman stands. To the crew. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate every single minute that you are here with me, and I am praying for you every single day. Until next time, I love you. God loves you. You are perfect, whole, and complete just the way that you are. And this has been Pitt's Take. Peace.